your Saturn and where you have Capricorn in your astrological chart. You do not have to be a Capricorn. To resonate with this reading, you can be connected to somebody who has Capricorn somewhere in their astrological chart. You can have Capricorn somewhere in your astrological chart, or you can request this reading. It just resonates for you. So check your Saturn where you have a Capricorn in your astrological chart to see where you may resonate with this reading. There's the number 14, casualty. Those have the number 1. And you have the number 5. So I see Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Aries, Virgo, and Scorpio energy. Do you feel like you've lost sense of your identity? You also feel like it's time for you to let go of a way that you used to identify yourself as, and that requires you to become more independent. There's chaos regarding family right now. There's like chaos. It can be very turbulent right now. You could be going to a priest, a bishop, a shaman. Many of you own spiritual businesses that are very well known worldwide. If you're a masculine energy, you're very much so focused on what you want, what makes you happy. I see that you could be fighting with the women in your family during this time, or the feminine energies in your family. You have the King of Cups in reverse. Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, and Pisces. You have the Fool, Aquarius, Aries, Scorpio, Capricorn. Queen of Cups, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Sagittarius, and Pisces, Aries, Scorpio. Okay. So, there's an addiction here in any way, shape, or form. This can also be emotionally manipulative. This can be someone who drinks a lot, okay, or just indulges in something a lot. There's also someone who gives you emotion and then they take it back from you. If they are in a relationship, they are unfaithful, okay? Whether you're a masculine energy or a feminine energy, there's a lot of infidelity going on in this relationship, or just instability, okay? Like emotional instability or emotionally unavailable. Like it's emotionally unavailable. With the King of Cups, this is also anger. It feels angry. But it's also a feeling of sadness, like being very depressed. There's also, it's very suicidal, potentially, okay? Not taking any risk, not moving forward. I feel like there's no intimacy in the relationship, and it's because someone was looking for their mother. They weren't looking for a spouse. They were looking for a mother figure. And so the intimacy dies very quickly, or it died very quickly. I feel like with death here, it's like holding on to the past. You could have been holding on to an ex. You're holding on to someone, but it was already dead. Like, it's dead, meaning even when you try to revive it, right? Death. It doesn't work. Queen of Cups in reverse. If you're a feminine energy, then there's a lot of emotional manipulation that you've been doing, okay? Or you've been emotionally unavailable. Maybe unstable, and moody. There's also a lack of fertility here. So that may not be known, but someone can't get pregnant. Or like there's fertility issues. You may find that out later. When you try to have children, or you may have struggled to try to have children before, that's also a potential thing. Or you may be at an age where you can no longer have children, or there's something about you that you cannot have children. Okay. Which would explain the Fool in reverse. No birth. There's no new beginning here. Which means that this was meant to teach you to love yourself, to free yourself. But you had to learn something new in order to do that. And when you're not emotionally available, right? And this can also be suffering in career, right? Not wanting to do new things or try new things. There could be a realization that there's no stability or no trust, right? That trickles into other factors. I believe Aquarius had the similar energy. So you can have Aquarius in your chart, you can be dealing with Aquarius. Where instead it trickles, people think that you can have an amazing job and career, right? And you have a hobby on the side that's going really amazing. And, you know, you've also got money going great, right? But then you have a relationship that is just horrible. Like, it does not make you happy. Right? There's codependency in it. Or there's something off about it, something toxic about it. That trickles into other portions of your life. Right? Now you're not happy. Now when you go to work, you're not giving your all because you're not happy. You're not happy when you should be able to relax and rest because you're too worried about a toxic relationship. So now your career starts to suffer. What does that mean? Now your money starts to suffer because that's how you get your money. Right? Now that affects your self-esteem, that impacts your self-value, that may even trickle into your relationships and your connections, right? You don't feel good about yourself now. You're not feeling good around other people. Or they pick up the energy that you're not in a good state within yourself. It trickles, right? And the thing is, okay, why stay in it then? Because there's something you're gaining out of it that you feel you can't get from yourself. There's no emotional stability within yourself, so that means that there's other factors that are struggling for you. Like money could be struggling. It could be the way you feel about yourself. Emotionally could be struggling. You could be feeling like there could be, if you're in a relationship, there could be major infidelity. But there's been infidelity rather than something that's ever publicly came out. There is some form of infidelity here because neither of these energies are faithful to each other. This could be emotional abuse as well. And there's an end. If you start a new relationship, like if you start a relationship, it would be with somebody new. I don't see you going back to someone that you're with. If you're in a relationship, there will be difficulties with emotions, no emotional expression, or difficulty just being emotionally available, emotionally stable. Okay, there can be problems expressing emotion. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Your hard work is being appreciated. Those who matter appreciate your work. Keep going and you stand to gain. So, if you notice here, we're talking about emotions, right? Water. And then here you have, it's like a metal suit of armor, right? Armor, almost like you're protecting yourself as you go through this lesson because you're realizing that there are certain things that are dead, almost like you can't give any water to it because it's already dead. That's exactly what it's like. You can't give any water to this relationship because it's already dead. Right? So now you're in your suit of armor. And your affirmation is, I am fortunate to have family and friends who support me. For many of you, it could also be that you could have had parents that were emotionally unavailable, emotionally unstable, and you may be mimicking what you already saw, which could have led to either suicidal tendencies, lack of self-love. You could also be going through a breakup, you could also be ghosting somebody or being ghosted. Okay? Something legally is not going in your favor either. And if you're married, there's a lot of you like playing the blame game. When you guys both decided to be in this relationship and in this marriage and, pursue it. You guys both decided to be in it. But now you're not happy in it. Now you feel like I'm not being treated the right way. It's also inspiring you to start new things in your own life. And someone's also going through a midlife crisis. Either you could or the person you're with is. I see Virgo energy. You also have, for a few minutes, close your eyes and think of all the love in your family and smile. For some of you, this could be family as well. Now, the King of Cups is also a masculine energy that doesn't like to make love. They're forceful. Like, the King of Cups is someone who could engage in sexual abuse in any way, shape, or form. Okay? It's also could be something you experienced as well, which could have led to a feeling of not wanting to live or feeling unstable emotionally. This can also relate to you currently dealing with someone like this and it negatively impacting your life. Okay? I see you're trying to go to someone who's impartial. Like, you could be going to a professional to ask about this or to try to gain clarity about it, if that's what you're going through. Okay? This has been your reading. Thank you for supporting Psychics.